welcome to our channel Tech Initializer. So in this video, we will be talking about Lambda expressions that were introduced in Java 8. So let's begin. So what is Lambda expressions? So Lambda expressions are introduced in Java 8. So these are anonymous functions that can be passed as an argument. Anonymous means it doesn't have an explicit name like a method. Function means it is not associated to a particular class like a method, but like a method, it has parameters, body, and a return type. So you must have heard of anonymous inner classes. So it is an alternative to writing anonymous inner classes. Lambda expressions are the implementation of functional interfaces. So for now, just remember, functional interface is an interface that only has one abstract method. We will be discussing functional interfaces in detail in my next video. Now we have some idea about what are lambda expressions. Let's look at the syntax of lambda expressions. So lambda expressions has a list of parameters. Parameters and lambda body are separated by an arrow. The body can be expression or statements. Expression does not require the curly braces, while statements require curly braces. Lambda may or may not have parameters, or they may or may not return a value. So as you can see in expression example, we have passed no arguments and it is returning a string named tech. Here, return is implied in the statement. You can write it explicitly, while in the case of statement or multiple lines example, you can see I have used braces and I have explicitly used return statement. In expression, return statement is not necessary, while in statement, return statement is necessary. Let's explore some of the use cases where you can use lambda expressions. First case can be if you want to return a boolean, you want to pass a list as a parameter, and in return you want to know if the list is empty or not. So this is the way, this is the example. Next use case can be supplying objects. For example, in this case, no argument has been passed while your lambda expression is returning an object. This object can be any object, your custom object or any Java class, anything. Next use case can be consuming objects. Here, as you can see, I'm taking S1 as an argument and I'm just consuming it using the system.out.println statement. So I'm just consuming string and printing it on the console. I'm not returning anything here. Next use case can be merging. For example, I want to pass number of arguments and I need to modify those arguments by applying some operation. For example, here I'm passing two numbers and I'm returning the addition of two numbers. Next use case can be comparison of custom objects. For example, you have two objects and each object has a property called num, and you want to compare those objects based on that property, so you can use it like this. So from object 1 you get the number and then you call the compare to method and then object 2.get num. So in this demo we will be creating a couple of functional interfaces and we will implement those functional interfaces using lambda expressions.
So let's implement message functional interface using lambda expression. So let's write an lambda expression for the same. So here we need to provide a name as an input, and here what we can do is we can just convert the name to uppercase and return. So now we have successfully returned the lambda expression. So it is taking name as a parameter, and in return we are returning the name to the uppercase. So let's try to print this out on the console. Message.getMessage, and here we need to provide a name that we need to convert it in uppercase. So let's call it developer. So now if you try to run this, you will see the developer in uppercase on the console. This is an example of writing as expression. So let's look at how we can write statements using curly braces. So let's look at how we can write statements. So for same we need to implement the same interface, and it takes name, and with the name what we need to do, we just need to want to return hello plus name. We can add one more statement here that will just print out the name. So it has multiple statements, it has curly braces, and it has an explicit return statement. So in order to use it, we can just print this out on the console. So here we need to call message1 dot get message, and here we will pass developer. So now if we want to run it, and if we just comment out this so that you are not confused, so it should print the name first, and after that it should print hello and the name that we have passed. So we have passed developer here, so we'll see the developer and hello developer. So this is the way how you can write a single expression or statements, and this is the way how you can implement a functional interface using Lambda expressions. So we will be discussing a lot of examples in our upcoming videos. That's it for the demo. I'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you.